I'm going in to have my second session with Dr. Whitten, and we're going to record it so you can see what a session with him is like. So come on, let's go.
So we're just going to be having a conversation with your body and talking to it and asking what it wants to do. So there's different ways we can do it. So we just get a strong muscle, hold strong, so resist. Okay, so we got a nice lock there. And there's my whole complex way of doing it. But the simple way is saying your top priority is not structural, it's not chemical, it's not energetic. So that's kind of the simple way of going about it. This goes more into detail about different energetic stuff. So if we did that, we'd say, okay, the top priority is not option one. Okay, so that's this entire list. So it's not list one, not list two. Okay, so that's mostly energetic stuff. So it's not core emotion, peripheral emotion, stress, central nervous system overload. So it says that you're taking on too much and you're kind of overloading your circuits. So that's a hand mode that looks like this. So that goes weak. So we'll tap that in and see if we can get your system just kind of calm down a bit. Okay, hold strong. So where should we work? Hold not your first chakra, first to second, second to third, third to fourth. So it says hold strong. So the overload is right here. Okay. So if we go flower remedy, essential oil, sound therapy, color therapy. So it wants colors. Hold strong. So we're just delivering the frequencies that your body says will balance that kind of that stress of the overload. So infrared to red, red to orange, orange to yellow. Your body says, I invite that in. Okay. Good. Orange, orange to yellow, yellow to green. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I know you're taking on like water for Africa, and the next thing I see on Instagram, you're dashing around Mexico somewhere. Who knows what else you're doing,
So much.
So much. Hold. We can muscle test here. Infrared red to orange to yellow to green, green to blue, blue to indigo, indigo to violet as well. Indigo to violet. Are there other colors? Yes. So we've gone through the whole rainbow, but then there's black, there's white, tan, brown, pink, light pink, medium to dark pink. Okay. So just giving your body the color frequencies it needs just to calm down the circuits. Okay. That was a good breath there. Oftentimes when we finally release, it's just a nice deep breath. See how you're in weakness now?
Mm-hmm.
That means it's clear.
Yay.
The file has been emptied. Okay, so we got through that. Hold strong. Hold. Nice and strong. Good. Third to fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So just seeing if you're holding that overload frequency anywhere else in the body. Okay, so all that's clear. So you're free of CNS overload, central nervous system overload. And then we can check that at different depths of your being, at the first quarter of depth, second quarter of depth, third quarter of depth. So there's some deeper overload as well. First chakra to second chakra. So it's showing showing some here as well. Let's see if, yeah, color comes up again. Let me just use this. I can get a crisper test with this infrared to red. Sometimes you don't have to go the specific colors. You just ask for the entire visible spectrum, and the body just kind of absorbs the frequencies it wants. So that's, sometimes I'll check to see if it wants very specific ones or just the entire full spectrum light, what I call the extended visible spectrum. So we go from infrared to ultraviolet, so just beyond visible. Kind of a shotgun approach. Give it all to me, infrared to red, red to orange. Okay, no other colors. You're still in strength here, so it lets me know there's more that your system wants. It's not color, list A, list B, list C, list D. So I have different lists of different energetic phenomenon. So in list D, we got the tastes, the smells, the kinesthetics. So like things that we feel like the feeling of warm or cold or hard or sharp, softness. Okay, so bring some softness in there. Think of fluffy teddy bear or something. So my job is just to act as a waiter. I've got my lists, I've got my menus, asking the body, what can I bring you? So when it comes to energetic stuff, I'm delivering it through focused thought. I'm connecting with what your body needs and just running that energy. If your body wanted something nutritional, I would either tell you to, stop eating something or add a certain food or give you a supplement. If your body wanted something structural, it would be massage or fascia work or adjustments or reflexology or cranial work or things like that. You're still in strength. We've gone through softness. Okay, list A, list B, list C, D, list E, list F. List F is the void. So instead of putting a positive frequency in, I'm pulling toxic energy out. So F serves almost like a pulling type of force. Everything in health comes down to toxicity, which is too much of a bad thing, or deficiency, not enough of a good thing. Same thing goes for energetic work. So we were putting in good colors, and that's kind of like satisfying energetic deficiencies. And the void is handling energetic toxicities. Yeah. There we go. Finally got to what we call a yin state, where the system's just kind of drop to weakness. I let go of my hand from the body, and the body bounces back to strength. So you notice how your muscle test, before it was hard to get like a strong test. Your system just wanted to relax, right? Hold strong, nice and strong. So we're clear in the first quarter of depth, second, third, fourth quarter of depth to the core of your being. So the central nervous system overload's a big one. So there's many layers to it in your system. Like, it's telling me you're not quite listening to your body. Your mind is so excited about so many projects that you're not quite giving your body the time to balance. Resting. Luckily, you eat well. Yeah. You feed yourself, really healthy stuff. But so at the core of your being, your nervous system is deeply relaxed. It says no. So it's overloaded. So this could even be old stuff, like not ancestral overload, age 0 to 5. This is age 5 to 10. This is, just too much for your system to handle.
Mm-hmm.
This tells me you've kind of been operating this way for a long time, right? It's but still your body is like, WTF, come on, give me a break. Age 5, age 6, first grade, second grade, you get into third grade, says your system took on a lot. Anything come to mind?
Third grade?
Yeah. Usually people don't remember, but sometimes like later, it could be divorce that can overload a system. It could be, conflict in school or family. Or...
Definitely. My mom was really erratic and crazy most of my life, so I definitely took on that stuff.
Okay. Third grade, nothing stands out there. It was like always.
It might be a specific episode, but I don't remember it being in third grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. First chakra. Okay, so around age 8, core overload of the circuits. First chakra to second chakra to third chakra to fourth. Back to here again. Here, right about there. Let's see, it's not color, it's not sound, it's not flowers, not essential oils, a rife frequency. So it's wanting a specific sound frequency, 0 to 500 hertz to 1,000 to 1,500. So we're actually operating as a rife generator here, 1,000 to 1,100. I can feel it almost good to 11, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Almost there, 1151, 1152 hertz. We could get more specific, like to the 10th of a hertz, but 1152, body says, yeah, that's the frequency it needs to very clearly, very specifically calm your system down from some really old stress. Good. Okay, 1152. So your body's soaked up enough of that frequency. List A, list B, list C. Once again, list D. Taste, smells, kinesthetic again. Sacred geometry is also in that list, but that's not it. So we go soft, sharp, hardness right there, like a rock, something solid. Every session's different. It just depends on what your body's wanting to work on. Whatever your system says, this is causing the most depletion of my energy, holding on to this old stuff. Yeah. There we go. That was a great breath right there. You see, your whole system went to weakness, which lets us know we're finally clear of that stuff from age 8. Okay, so we go central nervous system, Q1, 2, 3, 4 at the absolute core, deep into the empty space. Okay. See, our atoms are 99.999. So what I want to do is challenge your system to say, even in the empty space of your being, you're free of central nervous system overload. So there's 7 different levels that I check. The 4 quarters, the core, the absolute core, which is like, just a single line straight down the being, and then into the empty space. Okay. So that makes sure something's not hiding in some kind of, it's kind of like if you go into your room and say, oh, I'm looking for the keys, and you open the door and go, nope, I don't see any keys here. Well, okay, look under the bed, look in your pockets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing, is looking into all the small spaces. Okay, so let's go back here. Nice and strong. Feel how strong that is now?
Yeah.
It's just locked. Your whole nervous system feels different now, with because the muscle test is a nervous system test. We're seeing how the nerves are firing the muscles. So feels good now. Option one. So top priority is not option one, option two, option three, option four. Okay, that's epigenetic influences. So things that basically stresses that have turned on genes that we don't want. So yeah, epigenetics. So what to do about that? Not adjustments, not structural, not chemical, not other energetic stuff. Okay, so more into that, not ancestral, not recent issues, not stresses. Past lives comes up. Okay, so real old stuff. Okay, not right side, left side, first chakra to second, to third, to fourth chakra, to fifth chakra. Okay, now flower remedy, essential oils, sound therapy, Rife frequencies again. Okay, not color. So Rife 0 to 500 to 1,000 to 1,100,000. To 1,050, 60, 70, 80 to 1,090, 1,091, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,096 hertz. 1,096 hertz. And so what we're doing is we're fine. So I could hold 1,096 here. It doesn't want it here. This is where that old stress is. So we're finding the place that you're holding that stress and shooting that frequency 1,096 right where it's being held in your tissues. So we're essentially creating the exact frequency at the exact location. So that's precision energy work, which is kind of a new thing. I mean, usually people will just kind of play some, tuning forks or crystal bowls or give you a flower remedy, but it's not precise like that. Okay, let's say, okay, good. So not another right frequency. List A, B, C, D, E. The void almost goes weak. The void plus pure intelligence. So it's a combination of two things. It's a common combination. So the void is pulling out the energy that we want to release, and pure intelligence is just reminding your system that you're not this body. You're just your awareness. It's going, don't worry so much. You're just pure awareness. You're an immortal consciousness. Uninjurable. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. The last thing that comes up in my list here is Christ light. Christ light. It's actually an energy that I got permission to run about 2 months ago. This is pretty cool.
New energy.
Took about 30 years
to
get the rights to that frequency.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not any bum on the street can run Christ.
Right. In time for Christmas.
Just in time, yeah. Thank you. There we go. See how you went weak there. So that's your system saying it's complete. Take the hand away, bounce back to strength. So we're clearing epigenetic influences, clear it first quadrant of depth, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, to the absolute core, deep into the empty spaces. Okay, see? We go subtler and subtler, so we go right there. It's an empty space of the lower sternum there. So that's coming up colors. Run full spectrum light right there. Just getting the last residues of this issue. Okay. Still in strength. The state of K, Christ light. So we've gone through all my frequencies, and you're still in strength, which tells me there's another location, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, list A, B, C, D, E, the void and pure intelligence right there. So it's not just the heart area, but the head as well. Still in strength, list A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. A unique frequency. So your body says, what I need is not on any of your lists. There's a unique frequency. So I just tell your subconscious to run the frequency that it needs. It's kind of like the Hail Mary. Like, I give up. I don't know what you need. Just subconscious, you figure it out. And now it's complete. There we go. Okay, good. Good. Okay, absolute core in deep into the empty space, clear of all negative epigenetic influences. Okay. So if I said, I'm a chiropractor, do I have permission to adjust you yet? Your body says, no, I'm not ready for an adjustment. That's what's missing from chiropractic. The entire nobody ever taught chiropractors how to ask if the body is giving them permission to do an adjustment. Adjustments are fantastic when the body needs it, when the body is ready for it. And so that's huge, is honoring the body is what it's ready for, what it's inviting me to do. Okay, priorities not option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Option 8. This is a half-hour story. Option 8 is called Master Point. We're not going to have it now. First, second, third. But it's a very specific, it's an energy coming through from various spiritual masters, from God, there's different energies that we can run from God, something called the Supreme Being, Christ energy, the intelligence, let's say, of water, the intelligence of fire, different principles. And so we can figure out which one. We don't have to, but there's one that's ready to be run through you. And it runs in the energy space between either on the fingertips or the space between the fingertips. And what's interesting, I'll take a half-hour conversation and shorten it. If you look at Michelangelo's picture in the Sistine Chapel of man touching God, how do they touch?
On their fingertips.
Their fingertips. That wild.
Yeah.
So it was kind of an accidental discovery. It's like, wow, Michelangelo was freaking tuned into some cool stuff here. Okay, so if I check the index finger, nothing runs here. But if I run the space between the index and the middle, right there, we get a hit. See, nothing with the index, nothing with the middle, but the space between them is running. And you just had that breath right there. You could see, it's like, okay, so it's almost like it's not almost, it's a transmission from some pretty high intelligence.
How do we know what it is?
Oh, I've got lists. We can we can
time.
figure it out, but
we don't need to.
Yeah, it's a story for another day.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so there's about 15 different energies. Okay.
Got to replace the old stuff with the new stuff.
Yeah. There's water, but there's also the entire ocean. So the currents of the ocean sometimes that comes up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Lovely ocean.
yeah. Okay, here's another one between the ring and the middle finger. There we go. So you can think of the fingers like the old radio dials where you tune in different. So
Yeah.
these are like frequencies.
So each one is different. Each point on the fingers.
Yeah, the energy seems to come through through different channels. So if you think of like the fingertip as like a little micro radio dial, and then the spaces between as well. So it's wild stuff. Okay. Okay, so we're in strength. So I can just quickly scan through. There's nothing there. It's usually in the solar plexus, the heart, or the head. See here, it's not the space, but it's actually I can feel it when it's coming. So it's the middle finger. So if I touch here, and I just kind of roll the middle finger, almost like a dial, get right there. And in school, I actually discovered this when I was in chiropractic school, but I didn't know, there's a lot I didn't know. What I did know was that the muscle test was going weak in response to this. I didn't know what was happening, but people who had uneven leg lengths, when I would run this frequency, their legs would go even.
On their own?
Yeah. So like if you went down there and let's say you had shoes on and I checked your leg length, let's say one leg was a half inch short, after I'd do this, the legs would go even.
Wow.
So it was kind of like balancing, the brain was coordinating,
wow.
and balancing the muscles of the body.
Yeah.
So it's a concept that's evolved over the last, God, since about 1997 or 8. I started working on this one. Like I said, it's a longer story. Okay, priority is not, no other master point energies. Okay, not option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Okay, not chemistry, not energetic, not soft tissue. Now the body's open to being adjusted.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. So priority is not, so adjustments are not only subluxations, it could be traction. So using hand modes, that's subluxation. Says no, it says extremity subluxation. So it wants to adjust extremities. So not right arm, left leg, right leg. So could include the right sacrum, SI, ilium, ischium, right hip, right knee, right ankle. So hold on a second here, hold strong, so we can see. Is right there, the ankle is jammed, ready to go. Okay.
Jammed.
Yep.
Now,
Okay.
did it work?
It was a little pop, yeah.
Oh, thank
Let's
you.
see here. Are there other adjustments? Right knee, right ankle, left knee, left ankle, left foot and heel. Left first metatarsal and heel, second, third to fourth metatarsal plus heel. Okay. This plus heel. A little bit. Okay. Let's see, right cranials, right upper thoracic rib scapula, right clavicle, right shoulder. Yeah. Again. Left upper thoracic ribs, left scapula. Same setup. Scapula on the plane of T1, T2, T3. Okay. We set you up here. We can muscle test exactly, hold strong, what contact. So it's right around T3, right there. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Nothing in the neck is inviting me. T1, T3, T4, T5 says, let's do that. We don't know. Let's see. So the left side, nothing shows up. The right side, right here. Okay. Do a little setup. Okay. That went nicely. Okay. Hold. Is there another adjustment? Yep. Not T1 through 6 through 12, lumbar pelvis, C7, C6, C5. See, it didn't give me permission to adjust the neck
Before.
20 seconds ago. C7, C6, C5, C4. It says now it's ready.
No.
Right posterior and a little bit lateral. So we'll get. But the interesting thing, okay, how much force on a scale 1 to 10? So if it's under a 5, I would just hold it. So it's how much force is over a 5, over a 6. So it's like just barely over. So it should go with a very slow, easy adjustment. So we're just going to come here. Real easy. Nice and easy. Hold that, left posterior and lateral. Left lateral, so something's off on the left side of the neck laterally. Left lateral C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. Force over a 5, over a 6. So slow speed would be just like that. Other side. Nice and slow. So fast would be like bam. Slow is dunk. Nice. Very easy. So if I said, are there any other adjustments I'm invited to do now? Your body says no. Is there anything else your body wants me to do? It says no. Okay, so the changes are stabilized, integrated, and saved holographically. Quantum field's been updated, so all the patterns have been saved. The changes, you won't go back and into old patterns that we just fixed. Is there any homework? Your body says no. You know how to live your life. Says you don't need any homework. Okay. Is there any other information that you need? Anything else we need to tell you about? It says no. Wait more than 3 days to work. Wait more than a week to work on you. Wait more than a week and a half. Wait more than 2 weeks. Wait more than 3 weeks. 4 weeks. Body says about 5 weeks. It can use more, but yeah, that was a lot of stuff.
Yay! That was incredible. Thank you for watching this video of the session we just did. If you want to learn more about Dr. Whitten's method, called the Whitten method, I highly encourage you to check out this interview that we did. It's going to be in this video, and I'll see you there.